What's up? Welcome to Radiate Church Online. This is a YouMatterWeek special edition.
What's going on?
Here with Pastor Brandon.
What's up, man?
Man, I'm excited. Hey, it's YouMatterWeek again.
The best week of the year.
I love it. So, hey, it's our heart to serve the community all year, but once a year we isolate a certain week.
Yep.
We call it YouMatterWeek, and
Yep.
we go nuts serving and loving our community. So, if you're hopping on right now, you're probably thinking to yourself, well, man, I just started watching online this summer. Catch me up. What is the heart and the history for YouMatterWeek?
Oh, man, the heart and the history. So YouMatterWeek started before the church was even a year old. Because when we started Radiate Church eight and a half years ago, the whole heart was to be a church in the community, not just of it. And so we're in the community, changing lives and making a difference everywhere we can in a very radical and very experiential way.
Yep.
And so in that, Pastor Travis, what we did is we created this week that we call YouMatterWeek. It's been through actually several names. So it was called Cover Columbia. It was called AVAD Week because we thought going Greek would be really cool at that time.
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff. And the whole purpose and concept is not that we don't serve our community throughout the year.
Right.
Because if we're not serving throughout the year, then we're really not being a church.
That's right. Absolutely.
But to take 7 days consecutive and come together as a church and all serve together at the exact same time. And man, in 8 years, it's been an amazing feat. We serve literally every year. Corporately, there's thousands of hours served in those 7 days. There's countless lives that are changed, meals that are served. I mean, just so many really cool things. And so it's really an exhibition of the heart of YouMatterWeek to go, man, I just want to show you Jesus, not just tell you. And I want you to be able to go home at night and go, hey, this is what our church is all about. And we've been serving hard through COVID.
Yes.
We've been doing it, and so it's not, and I want people to grab this. I've said it a few times, but I really want you to grab this. It's not just we only serve that week, but we serve all the time because we really believe that saved people serve people. Yeah. And as you give your life to Jesus, our job and our goal is to serve others. And this just gives us a chance to do it corporately. Honest to goodness, I said it's one of my favorite weeks of the year. Honest to God, it is. It is one of my favorite weeks of the year because people get out and make a difference in people's lives in very tangible ways, and we hear amazing stories on the other end of it. So it's awesome every year.
Absolutely. I can remember almost every serving opportunity I've ever done, and they all hold a special place. So I think and here's another thing too I picked up on is that there are a lot of folks who maybe they're not a part of a life group yet or they're not on a team. This has been kind of the week that they've taken a step towards Jesus and said, I'm going to sign up to do something. And I think that's kind of really instigated their faith a lot.
Yeah, and the cool thing is we've had people, like you said, that aren't even at the church, honestly.
That's true.
That their life is impacted by an act, or they help a friend from work with something, and they've started attending the church because of it. And but I would encourage you, if you're in a group, like a small group, a life group, if you're in a group of friends, whatever, and get those people together and really work together. We're going to give you the schedule. We're going to tell you opportunities here in a minute. But man, maybe I know I'm on a text thread with a few friends. Man, get together with your friends and be like, hey, you want to go serve dinner this week? You want to write a few thank you cards? Whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? And in your life group, don't leave your life group out. Get all of them involved because it really is a cool thing, man. Like you said, people's lives are changed. It's an on-ramp for so many people. Yeah. And the main thing is we're just out there. Here's the deal. Jesus served people everywhere he went.
Absolutely. Yeah. And
so the real deal is the on-ramp is it's showing and telling people how amazing Jesus is.
Yeah, absolutely. And great segue too. This year does look a little bit different, right?
Yeah. So why don't you tell us about that? Because you got the details. And the truth is, man, I don't know if you know this or not, but COVID's wrecked the world. And so, I'm tired of COVID.
It's made some things extremely difficult. Yeah. Normally on, any other calendar year, there would be a handful of opportunities that you could kind of serve up, free market system for, your availability. Maybe it's serving food like a fire department or something on one day, or clean up the community on another day. But a lot of that's changed this year, and a lot of that is due to the fact that we do have to be a little more careful, right, of what we're doing around people. And there are a lot of folks who are on this broad spectrum of how they feel about getting around a bunch of folks or getting sneezed on or whatever. So
I don't know if I've ever been all right with getting sneezed
I don't think
on.
anyone has either. So we said, hey, we were very successful over the summer, still making remote serving a part of our ministry. So perhaps we could graft that onto YouMatterWeek this year. So it does look a little bit different. So instead of having this large, just free market system of a lot of different ways that you can serve, we're giving you essentially a schedule, a calendar that you can follow for a week. And man, over that week, you will have done so many things, whether you did them with like other folks, or you said, hey, I've been watching online, I'm not even directly in this community, or hey, I've got this underlying condition, I still haven't got around people. You can still do this stuff remote. So it's really simple. There's simple things to do, and I think that was one of the things that we talked about whenever we were planning for YouMatterWeek this year. Man, wouldn't it be really cool to walk away from this thing with people going, I can do this stuff like every week. Like, this is not hard stuff. But I'm getting to see the value it's in somebody else's life, and if I tell them that they matter and they know that I'm a follower of Jesus, then I'm representing him, and they know they matter to him too. So
I love the simplicity of it, to be able to, that we, because we're going to go through it here in a second, but it's not massive things that we're doing this year, because we can't. I mean, some of the organizations we partnered with in the past, we just can't partner with them this year because of this and stuff. But the simplicity of going, I can make a difference in somebody's life from home or however, in a very easy, simple way. And I'm excited to see you guys jump in and be a part of this thing with us. And I want you to hear me, because some of you are on here and you're not a part of Radiate Church. We want you to jump in with us too. And maybe you're going, well, I'm not even in South Carolina at the home campus. That's okay too. That's fine. Wherever you are, you can do these things wherever you are to make a difference. So leading into that, Pastor Travis, why don't you tell us a few things that we got coming up this week?
Well, it is all going to kick off on Sunday. We are going to have our YouMatterWeek kickoff.
Love
it. If you're joining us live at the Elgin campus, man, we've got some sweet treats planned for you as you guys come to hang out. And we want to empower you by placing something in your hand before you leave that day. We've got a packet that we're going to give each and every person that has a handful of, I guess the best way to describe it is resources to make this week count. So if you're joining us live at 9:30 or 11, you are going to leave prepared to serve this week. And if you're joining us online digitally, man, we've got a list set aside for you, and we think you're going to be absolutely as successful. So Sunday's going to be a great day. We're going to have a great message talking about circles.
So we're talking about reaching our world.
World.
This Sunday is called My World, My Responsibility.
Come on.
And so we're kicking off YouMatterWeek right. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah, and I think that's a big deal too, because that just reinforces that, hey, I've been watching online from somewhere not in Elgin, but I still want to be a part of this. So I think it's going to be great for people to get fired up for YouMatterWeek.
And again, hear what he said. If you're in person, we have something for you. But if you're online, if you watch us from our Florence House campus, if you're watching from Texas, if you're watching from Kansas, if you're watching from California, wherever, because we have people all over the nation that watch, we have something for you too. We want you a part of this.
Absolutely. So once we get off a kickoff, we're rolling into
Monday.
Right. And so one of the things that we really wanted to do is find a need in the community. And with COVID, one area in our community that's probably experienced the most amount of change is the academic world, right? The local schools. And so we got tipped off on a really great opportunity. I don't know if you guys remember being in school or you're still a student, but you tend to lose things often and you tend to break things often.
I still do that.
I do too.
It's not academic.
I never had a student ID. I think I lost every single one of them. And so what we found out is that because a lot of students are doing virtual learning, like even virtual elements inside a classroom still, that there's a large need for earbuds and headphones right now. They seem to go missing. They often break easy, and maybe there's a family that might actually be a financial stretch to keep replacing those things. So we said, hey, let's just meet that need then. And so Monday's opportunity is super simple. You can click on Monday's link on our YouMatterWeek landing page, and you can actually place a donation to provide earbuds to the local school system.
Awesome.
Right here. So that it's a simple way to get started, but I don't think people are gonna really understand the impact and the stress that they're removing on a young student who's experiencing a wild year.
Yeah, and I know somebody might be asking, well, how much do I need to donate? And the truth is, it's however much you can, because every bit that you give helps us get to a place to provide those headphones and those earbuds for students.
Yep. So we're going to run that 24 hours, and then we are going to buy as many headphones and earbuds
that you allow us to.
Absolutely.
And so the landing page for that, because you mentioned the landing page, is radiatechurch.net / let me get it right, / YMW2020. So YMW2020. Radiatechurch.net / YMW2020.
Absolutely. And so, man, you've made a difference on Monday. We're rolling into Tuesday. Tuesday is all about gratitude, right? And saying thank you. So if you pick up that packet on Sunday, you're going to notice that you're going to have some postcards in there that are already ready to rock and roll with some stamps. And it is just take the opportunity to say thank you to somebody who's made a difference to you. Let them know that they matter to you and that they matter to Jesus. And listen, if you're going through YouMatterWeek remotely, just grab your favorite postcard and just write it to one of your favorite people. Just let them know that they matter.
Man, those things mean so much.
They do.
They really do. I love it when I get a postcard or a note or something like that. So take that opportunity. It's a great one. I love that. That one fires me up so much, man. It's so good.
I think anybody is looking forward to receiving something in the mail, not a ad or not anything for a candidate. So I think your mail will make it to the top for sure. So.
Man, you could just write, congratulations, you've survived 2020 this far. Right on there, I hope we're playing the Falcons in the fourth quarter of this year.
Right.
So, no, it's
for
good.
Sure. Yeah. And so moving out of Tuesday, we roll right into Wednesday. And I think Wednesday is something it's going to make a difference in a lot of different places on the map. And this is a part of something we did last year, but this is an adaptation of that, and it is neighborhood cleanup. And so, like I said, if you're grabbing that packet on Sunday, you're going to get a couple resources that are going to help you clean up your neighborhood. If you're remote, man, grab a trash bag and some gloves because you don't want to get anything nasty. And go clean up your neighborhood. God has, from you know this because we just talked about it in this series. From Genesis, God has given us this opportunity to steward the world around us. And I think one of the greatest things we can do to honor that stewardship is to get out and make it look beautiful and serve our own environment too. Yeah,
it's stewardship. It's honor.
It is.
It's honor. One of the things people can do is when they go shopping on Wednesday, and they're at the store, if there's buggies left sitting out in the parking lot, there's a way to do it too. Go put those up, things like that. It's a great idea.
Yep. So if you don't feel comfortable getting out around a ton of folks, man, just walk around your neighborhood, your yard, your neighbor's yard, and just let them know they matter by sprucing the place up a little bit.
Make a difference. Steward your neighborhood. It's going to be good.
Now. So Thursday, it's one of my more favorite things. It's all about food on Thursday.
Come on, somebody.
Hey, the quickest way to somebody's heart, right, is through their
stomach.
And we want to let people know they matter. And sometimes that's just by providing something simple like a meal. But sometimes I think that's something that we can take for granted that actually goes a really long way for people. So Thursday is deliver or serve food to someone, right? And normally, I think on a normal YouMatterWeek year, we would say we want to bless, our first responders and our local officials and our school teachers, and we would find ways to provide treats and to serve them. Which we're not saying don't do that
if you want to.
Yeah, but somebody that's on your heart that you can run as simple as donuts and coffee to, or you can bust out the pots and pans and bring some lasagna over to them.
That's good.
Yeah, and so one other thing I'd like to add to that too is so maybe you are remote and you're watching from Texas. You're thinking to yourself like, well, what am I going to do? Yeah. Serve food to somebody you know. Or if you don't feel comfortable leaving the house, there are plenty of food services. We have Casey to Go right here in Elgin, who's provided a promo code that you can skip the delivery charge. But pick somebody in your network and be able to deliver food to somebody. Let them know they matter. Let them know, hey, dinner's on the house tonight.
Yeah, no matter where you are, you got DoorDash, you got Uber Eats, you got things like that can really be used. If you're right here in Kershaw County, he said we got KC to Go. They've given us a promo code. The promo code is YouMatter, all one word. That's it. Go use it and get it out there so that people can, so that you can give people a meal. And don't be selfish with it. Give it to somebody.
That's right, absolutely. And so then we move into Friday, and Friday is a personal service project. No one knows your community. No one knows your neighbors. No one knows the people that need help better than you do.
Yeah. And
so Friday is all about meeting a need right where that need is at. And I think it's a really powerful day because it is the day that truly, and it's part of our mission here, equips and empowers people to go out and do something.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the opportunity for us to get our creative juices flowing and say, maybe I could cut my neighbor's grass one last time before winter, or maybe, I don't know, whatever it is. There's a million different things that you could come up with. And, I know my neighbor, when I was down and out, this summer, couldn't do much, with sickness. He cut my grass for me, and we've had a couple people do it during surgeries, and it just means so much. So use your creativity, use your creative juices, and let the Lord kind of show you some things, and get out and make a difference in your own way.
Absolutely. And I would say, don't wait until Friday to figure out.
No, think about it ahead of time. Yeah, that's right. That's good. Go ahead and start thinking about it.
And I think the one thing too that I think that people take away from YouMatterWeek whenever they serve is the things that tend to stretch you the most are the ones that you remember, and you're probably, you look back on and you feel rewarded that you got to play a part in making a difference for somebody. So, if you are not at the place yet where you feel comfortable taking on a massive project, do what you feel comfortable with. But I'd say get adventurous with it too. Get out there, stretch yourself a little bit, and I think you're going to find that, man, that is really a special place to where you are relying on God to some degree to get something done, and it's not just you. And I think that's what He would want us to do.
Yeah, so get creative with Tuesday or Friday. I'm getting my days mixed up, and then we got Saturday. Man, I'm really pumped about Saturday. So Saturday morning, from 9:30 to 11, we're doing the prayer walk. We're doing a prayer walk right here around Elgin. It's going to start at the Potter Park. So meet us there just a few minutes before 9:30 so that we can get rolling. And you sign up at that landing page, radiatechurch.net/YMW2020. Sign up right there. You sign up for your route. You sign up for your family and everything. And here's what it is. We're literally just going to walk certain routes. And we have 4 routes. People are going to walk those routes, and we're going to pray over the families. We're going to pray over the homes. We're going to pray over the churches we pass. We're going to pray over our town and for about an hour. That day. It's going to be an amazing time together. We'll start at Potter Park. You'll get your route card, any information we need, and then from there we will drive to the beginning phase of that route and all walk together as with your group, whatever group you're with. So it's going to be an amazing time. We've done it before. We've done this before. This isn't the first time. We actually had one we were going to do at the beginning of the year, and then COVID hit, and you couldn't do anything in groups. And here's what I want to say too: if you're digital, right, and you're watching from afar, and you can't get here for the physical prayer walk, there's a digital prayer walk we want you to do. And here's basically what that is. Maybe that's you take a walk around your neighborhood, and you're praying over your neighborhood that day. And if you do that, we want to know about it. Shoot us an email. Let us know that you're doing this. We believe nothing eternal happens without prayer. And so we want you to pray over your neighbors and your neighborhood and your place. But we want you to be with us Saturday morning from 9:30 to 11, starting at Potter Park. It's going to be a great time, man. So powerful.
It's super simple. Hey, wear some shoes you like to walk in. I don't think any routes over a mile. So we're going to meet. We're going to pray. We're going to drive to our locations. We're going to walk our route and walk right back to our car and pray and then go to Bojangles. Pray all the while. But it's a very simple way to literally, as the Bible says in Joshua 1:3, that God is going to give you where you put your feet. And that gives us a chance to physically walk our community and ask God for it.
The prayer walk is one of the coolest things in the world.
I think so,
just
too.
To see life change and you're praying over people. It's going to be a great time. So join us for that. And here's the thing, too. We want you to take pictures during each and every one of these. As you're doing your own, take your pictures. Use your phone. You see this right here? This is a phone. You see these two things right here? These are cameras. They look great. It looks amazing. I know we're used to using this camera on the front, the selfie camera. I need you to use this camera on the back, too. Now, take some selfies, take some pictures. We'd love to see them, man. And here's what we want you to do. Post them on your social media accounts with the hashtag. That would be the hashtag, the number sign, hashtag YMW2020. And that way we can find them and see them and use them. You take the picture, we use the picture. It's going to be a great time. And then you can email them to YouMatter, YOUMATTER. I don't know why it was hard for me to spell for a minute. YOUMATTER @radiatechurch.net. You can email them to us too. Be a great way to do it. If you don't have social media, we'd love to see them.
That's right. Hey, and before we end, Pastor, would you take the opportunity just to pray over everybody who's going to be serving YouMatterWeek this year?
Of course, I'd love to. So, Lord, I just thank you. I thank you that you save our lives. You save our souls for eternity. But eternity doesn't start when we die. Eternity starts right now.
That's right.
And God, we want to make a difference. Bring as many people on the journey with us as possible. And so, God, I believe that saved people serve people, and God, so that we can show them your love and we can show them how amazing you are. And so, Lord, I just pray that this year, it's been weird, and our YouMatterWeek has changed and everything's changed. But the truth is, you remain the same. That's and right. We can still make a difference. And I just pray that people from all over the country this year, a part of Radiate or not, doesn't matter, but God, that they would make a difference no matter what's happening.